Hello and welcome to the Vector Clipart Missing Manual. My name is Monika, and in this video we're going to talk about styles. Now, if you have seen the video about text, then you might have noticed that in most Clipart files the text is outlined and cannot be edited. The reason for this being that they cannot give you the fonts they have used in the artwork. So the text is outlined and then there's no issue with giving away the graphic. But how is it possible anyway that they can give you editable styles? So that's possible because the Clipart companies have adapted their file upload policies. So for some of the files, it's possible to keep text editable. And when searching for specific kind of clip arts, then you have to watch out for the wording. So I'm searching for text styles because I want my text styled in a specific fancy way, and maybe Clipart can offer a way to do so. So when searching for text style, then in this company, Vectisi, you get a predefined search term to search for editable text style, which would be more specific. And in the results, you get a lot of files and their previews, and then you have to watch out for the wording. So some of them say it's an Illustrator text effect or 100% editable. So this is a hint to a text style. So they will give you a text style you can use on your own text when you have this wording in it, fully editable. And then there are some that don't have this wording in it, and most probably they aren't editable to that extent. They are editable in different ways. So let's scroll down here and you see this one doesn't have fully editable in it, but other ones have. Let's take a look at Adobe Stock, and there you find the same editable text effect and vector text effect, fully editable and scalable. And these files, when they are fully editable, then they are specific. So the text style only works in the application the file has been created in. So in the case of Adobe Stock, of course, it's Illustrator. In other stock companies, most of the times as well. And if they offer you the file as an EPS or sometimes a PDF, then it will also be only fully editable in Illustrator, because only Illustrator has the ability to save a fully editable file inside an EPS or a PDF. If you want text effects for other programs, then you have to search for that specific application. So let's take a look at some of these files. And I have already opened some of them in Illustrator. So let's take a look at this Adobe Stock file, and you see fully editable text effect. And also you see this text doesn't look at all like the preview on the website. That's because I don't have the font installed. So the text is still live and editable, and I have to format it, and then I can apply the graphic style. And the graphic style can be found in Window Graphic Styles. And there you see is the graphic style. And in order to get that into my own file, what I can do is go in here and save a graphic style library, or I can just select this text and copy it into my own file where I want to use it, and it takes the graphic style with it. So what I can do is just copy it, create a new file, and then paste it, and you see it's in the graphic style panel of that file. So let's close this file, and let's close that one, and let's take a look at some other text effect file. So this one is a text effect as well. And you see, it doesn't say that it's 100% editable. So when you get one of those, you can, of course, search for some editability as well. So let's take a look at it. Now, this one is a group. So let's go into isolation mode by double-clicking it and then double-clicking it again. And then we can select one of these letters. And let's go to the graphic styles panel, and you see there's no graphic style in it. But when we go to the appearance panel, then you see it has a special fill, and the fill is what causes this glitter look. So we can again save this as a graphic style, or just copy this into our own file and then pick it up with the eyedropper tool. Let's close this and take a look at some more of them. So this one also didn't tell me it's fully editable. When you get this, then you could say, well, it looks like it might be a graphic style, so maybe the author just didn't tell me. When I go into outline view, you see it's all outlined. And still, when this has been outlined, maybe it's an old file when they didn't already change the policy. So let's go to Window, Graphic Styles, and sometimes you're lucky and there's a graphic style in it that you can use. But in this case, there isn't. So for this one, you could just use it the way it is, maybe change the colors. And let's take a look at this one. This again is not a graphic style, so let's go to Window, Graphic Styles, and you see it's not in here. And also, when we take a look at the outline view again, you see it's kind of complex, so it's not created by using appearances of effects. And this one is an alphabet, and in order to build words with it, you would have to take the single letters and then arrange them to build your words. So this is editable, but not as easily as a graphic style would be. So this is how you can sometimes use the style in a vector clipart file to apply it to your own artwork. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you next time.